Well, we're not done yet. This report just keeps on giving. Now, if you haven't seen the previous video, have a look in the top right hand corner, click that link, go watch it, and then come back. Or don't. What do I care? Anyway, I want to present you with another piece of this survey, which, unlike the other part covered in the previous video, has the same questions asked of both genders about specific instances of violence. For the sake of brevity, I've cut the relevant information from two separate tables and put them side by side. But if you want to see the original, go to page 77 of the report that's linked in the low bar. Now, as you can see, on every single scenario presented, young people think it's more acceptable to hit a male than a female, and the difference widens the more severe the provocation. For example, 5% of those surveyed think a male is justified in hitting a female if she argues or disobeys him, whereas 6% believe a female is justified in hitting when the situation is reversed. But if you look at when a female throws something at a male, 29% believe he's justified in hitting her, but when the situation is reversed, 43% think she's justified in hitting him. And to add some more colour to these numbers, here are some direct quotes from page 79 of the report that reinforce the same point. You also may have noticed that these percentages are not broken down by gender, but the report notes on page 78 that males and females are more likely to say a woman is right to or has good reason to respond to a situation by hitting than a man in the same situation. So again, no matter how you slice it, attitudes with respect to violence toward men are more acceptable than attitudes of violence toward women. Now, is anyone shocked that violence toward men is deemed more acceptable, given that from an early age boys are more likely to engage in rough and tumble play, that they're expected to man up and give as good as they get, and that we tell girls they're all helpless victims at the whims of violent men? Probably not, but what is shocking is the level of hypocrisy by those that incessantly lecture the rest of us about equality but then ignore any situation that contradicts the narrative. So when you encounter a feminist or a virtue-signalling mangina reciting their talking points about domestic violence and the need to change attitudes, sit patiently, listen, nod your head, and agree. Yes, attitudes need to be changed, specifically those with regard to violence against men. And when, as they inevitably will, throw a tantrum and call you a misogynist, hit them with the facts and let them know that they're the real sexist, because objective, well-researched evidence trumps ideological bullshit every time.